Alright, let's try it again. Apologies. OBS crashed there when I first pulled it up. Welcome. This is the BGBC. I'm Eddie Akiva, and this is the Saturday afternoon main event. This afternoon, I'm going to be playing a little more of Snatcher, the 1994 graphic adventure game, cyberpunk thriller from Hideo Kojima and Konami. So we'll get started here. Of course, the only official U.S. release of this game was was for the SEGA CD in 1994, which is how I played this game, and how it became one of my favorite games of all time. Loki has now made an appearance. As soon as the stream goes live. We're going to continue here. We are now in Act 2 of this 3-act game. Thank you very much, Loki. Yes, Mr. Poopy Tail. I'm just going to check things really quick, just since OBS crashed right when I started. Just going to check to make sure everything looks okay on my end. Give me one sec here. I apologize. I am quite the amateur at this, as they say. Hey, bud. Let's see here. Subs. Alright, everything looks good there. And just make sure everything looks good on Twitch. Ba-ba-ba, Alright, everything looks good. Alright. We're good, we're golden. Alright. Alright. So, yes, if you're not familiar with me, I host a silly little podcast every month called the Imposter Syndrome Podcast, which every month I look at a different one of my favorite games of all time. A lot of times these are the first time. I've been playing these games in many years. I haven't played this game since the 90s. It is one of my favorite games of all time, though. It is basically Terminator meets Blade Runner meets Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So right now, we're going to go ahead and refresh ourselves on our investigation. I'm going to talk to my police chief here. First thing you should do is get Harry to recover Little John's memory for you. Okay, so Little John was... So I'm investigating the death of a fellow junker who are basically Blade Runners in this universe. And his little robot assistant named Little John, he was at the murder scene. So we need to recover its memory. And there's this mysterious bounty hunter named Random Hajil, who looks like Sting from... Well, he basically is Sting from David Lynch's 1984 Dune. If you don't believe me, just compare the two. So yeah, he's a mysterious bounty hunter. He's a very shady character, but he doesn't seem to be working against us. Turn the volume up a wee bit here. Hold on. On my end, it's just a... Alright. What we got here? Okay, there's a mysterious bounty hunter. No. Alright. Let's look at our possessions. What evidence do we have? We have the chess piece. That's it. Okay. Alright, so let's go to... Let's go to engineering. This is engineering.
About time you got here, Gillian. I've got Little John's memory all ready for you.
Sweet.
Were we able to get anything from it?
Just relax. I'll put it on the monitor for you now. I'm afraid it was almost completely destroyed beyond recovery. Those snatchers, they sure do a thorough job.
What do you mean? Wasn't there anything left?
Like I said, just relax. I was able to get one video image out of it. I don't have the slightest what this is, but it's definitely got something to do with Jean's investigation. This is it. So, Gillian, do you have any idea what this is?
Hospital Olean? This is almost certainly the Snatcher-controlled hospital that Gibson was looking for.
You ought to run the name through Jordan, but if that hospital is not legit, the data won't mean anything. This city is packed with unregistered hospitals.
The sign in this picture looks curved. This word Olean might continue past the edge of the image.
I've stored this image. You can view it at any time. Just use the graphic memory command in the possessions menu.
Nice. Alright. Sorry, I was futzing with the sound there. Alright. So, yes. This mysterious hospital. I have to go investigate it. So, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk-themed games this month. In addition to Snatcher. Snatcher still holds up in my opinion. There is some stuff that I don't like about it now that I find problematic. Specifically, like the way that my main character hits on all the women in the game. But of the games I've been playing this month, this is probably my favorite so far still. I've been playing the Blade Runner point-and-click adventure game from 1997 from PC. And it's okay. It's not the best adventure game that I played. It definitely gets the vibe of the Blade Runner film correct. I don't know if I'm having a lot of fun with it, but it's cool. I like it because it takes me back to that era of 90s adventure games. That kind of really pixelated, dithered graphics and stuff. And then the other one I played was a game that came out a couple years ago called Nobody Wants to Die, which I finished, which was a narrative adventure game. Fairly short, probably 6 hours or less. I thought it was okay. Great art direction and production values. The story didn't really grab me as much as I had hoped it would, but it was cool. Let's see here. I did start playing another game called Observer that I've been having in my backlog, and ironically, I didn't even plan to play that this month, and it's been really cool. So let's go here. We're gonna talk to him a little bit. I'm gonna talk to him about let's talk about your feelings, man. Let's be progressive modern man. Talk about our feelings. Let's do it. Harry, I'm afraid I just can't fill Gibson's shoes. See, this is good. Be open about your emotions. Okay. I don't talk to guys who say wimpy things like that. Damn, fuck you, Harry. Fuck you, Harry. Harry. Wow. Okay. So you wonder, no wonder, like if I'm a kid, right, when this came out, right, you would play a video game like that, and you would be like, oh, the game's telling me not to talk about. See, that's why so many men are messed up in the head, probably. Let's ask him about Random and Jill. I've heard he's really good. Already put down at least 3 of them, but I still don't get along with those types. But I thought that these blasters were the only things that could take out a Snatcher. In theory, that's right. A standard ray gun just isn't strong enough. Still, if you modified a standard ray gun to focus its energy much better than usual, you never know. But that would make it that much harder to hit your target, right? That's right. In other words, this random is one heck of a shot. Normally, that just doesn't work. Okay. I guess he's referencing the end of the last act where he saved my life by playing that lean. There's definitely no mistake about Little John's memory. This hospital exists. You can bet your life on that. Okay. You've been drinking there? 395644. Napoleon's video phone number is written on it. Okay. Oh, if I need to call Napoleon. He's my, he is my, informant on the streets. Alright, we're good here. Alright, we're gonna move. Where would you like to go? I don't think I have to go anybody else here. Oh, let's go to the computer room. What? Harry suggested that we check the hospital using the Jordan system, but the Jordan system doesn't offer a hospital search function. Really? Why don't we ask Napoleon? Okay. Let's try to call Napoleon. Three 395644. What? You again? Sorry? You'd prefer a woman, I suppose? Whatever. Anyway, how about giving me that password? The 100 day. Please input using the cursor. Password. I'll be seeing you. Look me up again after you've done your homework. He hung up. What are you going to do? I need to... use Jordan. I need to... let's see here. Napoleon. My desk is shaking and it's annoying me. Napoleon Bonaparte, aka the Napoleon, aka the Little Corporal, Emperor of the French, 1804 to 1814. Da, da, da. Yeah. 100-day reign. 100-day reign. All right. All right. Is it 395644? We're gonna find out, because my memory is crap. I don't think it is it? Got it. You again. Sorry, you. Okay. REIGN. Bam. Alright, you pass. But we can't talk on the video phone. I'll meet you in the usual place. He hung up. What are you going to do? We're going to go meet Napoleon. Let's talk to... Yeah, why don't I talk to my feelings to her? I've always wondered about this, but how did someone like you end up as a junker? That's a tough question. I'm sure it's for the same reasons as you and Harry. So, Mika, what do you think of guys who have lost their memories? Sort of mysterious and romantic, but I'm sure it's really hard to live without any memories. I've always wondered about this, but how did someone like you end up as a junker? Okay, we already did that. No, I'm not going to investigate her. Ask. A bounty hunter? Can you trust people like that? He sounds really fake, like someone out of a novel, you know? You're sure it's on the island, right? We go talk to Chief, too. Well, I already talked to Chief. Okay. Be careful, Gideon. We need to go to Alton's Plaza. Alright, now heading for Alton Plaza. If you look out on the left, you can see the floofy tail. Man, I need coffee. God, I need coffee. We've arrived at Alton Plaza. What would you like to do? Exit Turbo Cycle, sir. Yeah, Snatcher's kind of a Christmas game. You get that sweet Christmas chiptune music. Alright, so it's loading this scene. While it's doing that, I'm going to grab my coffee. I'll be right back. sure about it. Oh, it's better. My mouth is so dry. Anyway. This is Alton Plaza. I wonder if Napoleon is here. It's Christmas everywhere. You look, even Santa Claus is here. Crowds of busy year-end shoppers are milling about everywhere. A man dressed as Santa Claus is handing out tissues. As an advertisement. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Huh? That's Santa Claus. What's wrong? Nothing. Probably just my imagination. Shall we check him out? Yeah, dude. Let's go check out that Santa. Let's check out this Santa. Let's go.
Wait a minute. You're no Santa.
How'd you guess?
What are you doing in that outfit?
What are you talking about? I'm quitting this job. It's too dangerous. Somebody's after me. I'm gonna end up dead, just like Gibson.
It's a traditional Santa Claus costume. Chinese Santa, eh? Someone... you just don't fit the image. That's racist. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Yeah, dude. That's a fucked up thing to say. Jesus. Hey, don't be touching me. There's a tag on the suit which says Rick Bakery Productions. Is that supposed to be like Rick Baker? Right? That's the same place which makes those Outer Heaven masks. Who is the famous makeup artist in the movies from the 80s and 90s? I forget. Alright, let's ask. Why don't you just go ahead and tell us who you really are, Napoleon? Nah, us informants are easier to get along with if you don't know who we really are. I need some information about underground hospitals. Besides all of the legit hospitals, there are scores of those underground places all over the city. You'll never be able to find them all. Wait a second, you might be able to learn something about those illicit operations by checking up on pharmaceutical orders. After all, almost all of the drugs used in the island are manufactured here as well. That's right. All of the pharmaceuticals on the island are distributed or manufactured by Kobe Pharmaceuticals. Kobe Pharmaceuticals? That's where Jamie works. Jamie keeps track of records of shipments of pharmaceuticals throughout the island. She might be able to find something out. That's right. Let's call her and ask her later on. You don't think it's odd that your estranged wife works for the pharmaceutical company that could potentially be... I don't know. You got a cold there, Napoleon. Some kind of allergy, I guess. Always get this way in the winter. An allergen that could only that only operates in the winter. That could be Snow 9, you know. One can always pick up traces of Snow 9 wherever snatchers appear. It's the sneezing. It just goes on and on. They didn't have to tell us that. You could probably infer that. But they were like, no, we have to tell you that. Alright, so... I need to call Jamie, right? Let's ask about Snow 9. It's a man-made strain that was developed by the military years ago as a defensive weapon to help protect bases and the like. But wasn't all of it disposed of long ago? Yes, but I hear talk that somebody started cultivating it again about 3 years ago. 3 years ago? That's about the same time the Snatchers first appeared. Anything else? I'm sure a specialist like that will have a lot more to offer you than somebody like me. Apparently that stuff grows back quickly even after it's cleaned out. The area it grows in are off limits, but the wind brings it right into the city. Anything more about it? All right. Oh. All right. I'm gonna go and save. Yes. All right, we're gonna call Jamie. Alright, well, I'm done here. Possessions. Show. Video memory. Okay. Olean Hospital. Sounds pretty bad. Before that, why don't we take care of business? Damn, take it. Haha, thanks a bundle. I do like that there's like a bribe mechanic that you have to bribe this guy. It may not be the one you're looking for, but I know of an Olean hospital. Oh, my eyes are super red. Hey, I'm not doing this for fun, you know. You're going to have to do a little better than that. The only thing I can think of is that Olean Hospital I mentioned. Okay, well. Do I still have cash? Okay, just as greedy as ever, eh? Here, take it. Thank you very much. Hey, bud. I don't know too much about it, but it's over in the RF district. Hey, bud. Why don't you go check it out?
Alright, I've had it. Don't call me anymore, okay?
Wait a minute, Napoleon. I'll keep any snatchers off your back.
That's better.
They're after both of us. You better worry about watching your own back. Oh, by the way, here, a little Christmas present for you.
What? Tissues?
See ya. Merry Christmas.
Well, now he's gone.
No surprise there. He's got plenty of reason to be scared. Besides, I got the information I need.
There's an advertisement on the back of that pack of tissues.
This
I
is
don't-
an ad for outer heaven. Just how many different jobs does that guy have?
I don't think I realized. Yeah, I didn't understand what somebody handing out a pack of tissues in a Times Square situation, what that means. I didn't grasp that when I was younger. Anyway. Metal Gear. This is a waste of precious time, Gilead. Let's head to this Olean hospital that Napoleon mentioned. We shall go to the hospital. Alright, now heading for Hospital Olean. Hey, bud. We've arrived at Olean Hospital. What would you like to do? Exit. This is the Olean Hospital that Napoleon told us about. There's a neon sign on the roof of the building. The entrance appears to be at the front door. I wonder what they specialize in. There are no signs or anything. That's because it's one of those illicit places. If it's illicit, why the hell would they have a neon billboard? The lights are on, and there are signs of people inside. It looks like they are open. I guess, okay, it's not illicit as in they're trying to hide it. It's just not legal. Illegally parked cars are nearly blocking the streets. The cars don't appear to be abandoned. If they're not scrapped, then what? The patient's cars? It's an automatically opening double door. Alright, so I looked at everything here. It really has the atmosphere of an illicit hospital. There are no notices or anything. It can't be a legitimate operation. Could this be the SNATCHER maintenance facility that Gibson described? It appears that they are open. It's away from the worst of the slums, but you could hardly call this a nice neighborhood. It says Hospital Olean. This is really the place we're looking for. Yes. Alright, we're gonna smell. It doesn't smell like a hospital usually does. It's more like the smell of filth. We can't know unless we go in, Gillian. Be very careful. Alright. So we are going to go to the door. This is odd. They seem to be using pressure plate sensors rather than more modern infrared. In other words, things haven't changed that much since they opened. Must have been here a while. Hey. It's not locked. If we approach it, it will open. Door. The lobby can be seen. It looks rather warm inside. Alright, so how do I investigate hospital? Strange cries can be heard coming from the building. Window, it's covered with heavy metal screening. The neon sign appears different from the one in Little John's memory. Is this really the hospital that we saw in Little John's memory? Let's look. It appears to read Olean Hospital. It's no doubt the neon sign to some hospital. The sign in Little John's memory is written in a totally different style. Let's go inside. I'll open the door. Are you ready? Yes, go ahead. We're in the hospital. This would appear to be the reception area. Alright, so let's take a look around. This room seems to be a waiting area. Everybody's holding an animal of some sort. Perhaps because you're like in a vet. The reception area is just inside the entrance on the front side of the building. Everyone's carrying an ID. It would appear that they are all law-abiding Neo-Kobe citizens. There are no suspicious-looking types here. Sign says dangerous or hard to control animals must be on a leash or in a cage. Okay. Alright, I can investigate these animals. That penguin looked suspicious. I really don't care for animals. Is this just a joke here? I really don't care for animals. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I really wish you would shut up. I really wish you would shut up. Okay. It's a little comedy. What else we got here? We got dog. And might as well do the cat, right? Please, Gillian, I have real trouble with animals. It's a very stylish looking patients here. All right, let's ask. Yeah, just flat out ask them about the Terminators. What kind of hospital is this? What? Didn't you know before you came? This is an animal hospital. Sorry, but I don't think they can help your little robot friend. Hey, I'm not sick. I'm functioning properly. Smell, you weirdo. Whoa, where'd a smell? That's the odor given off by these animals and their byproducts. See, that's it. I thought something was ripe. It's a form of pollution. Alright, let's ask about the Snatchers. Have you heard any rumors about Snatchers in this area? I'm not worried. We keep a dog at our house. So does this hospital. Snatchers hate dogs, right? There's no solid proof, but animals with good senses of smell are said to be able to pick them out. That's right. That's why so many people are starting to keep pets these days. Alright. What am I supposed to do here? Alright. Found room. Look. Reception desk. Receptionist is doing some paperwork behind the counter. Looks like they take insurance here. And it cannot be an illicit hospital. So we need to go to a different hospital. Appears to be a smaller establishment than I thought. Already has a small animal. Hey, bud. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna exit then. You have to find out what this hospital is all about. Well, this is the wrong hospital, dude. Alright. Look around room. We got here. Nearby people. Yes, we already read that. We got here. Small animals. We're good with that. Investigate reception desk. There are numerous posters about pet insurance and vaccinations. Let's see here. Appears a treatment areas behind here. Can I not move? I can't do anything else beside this. Okay. Their animals all have collars and ID tags. Hey, bud. They appear to be pets. The doctor here has a really good reputation. It's so hard to find a good vet these days. There we go. What about the doctor here? Is he any good? He's a fully licensed doctor with his genetic manipulation permit. This is about the only place in town that will see you without an appointment. Fully licensed, eh? He really loves animals, you know, and he's a great surgeon. What else? Well, they don't do direct genetic manipulation, but their treatments are really good. They service manufactured pets here, too. And they're approved by the Life Manipulators Oversight Committee. The hell is that? Let's ask more about Snatchers. We'll be okay, won't we? They stay away from animals, right? Alright, now what am I supposed to do? Investigate. No. Okay. Possessions. Show. I'm looking for a hospital with this sign. Well, it's not the one for this place. Looks kind of similar, though. All right, we've established that. Are you a police officer? Yes. We've established this is not the correct hospital. All right. Right. Sure they would be thrilled with a penguin walking in. Alright, let's talk to... Do I call Napoleon again? Three 95644. Oh. Now what? Alright. What are we gonna do here? Let's see here. Can we smell again? Load my smell. What am I supposed to do here? Because they've already... Alright, we've already exhausted all dialogue options here. Yes, we've already done that. We've already smelled. We've already done that. We can't exit. So let's investigate. Appears the treatment area is behind here. Okay, so why can't I go back there? Alright, we've already done that. Oh, I know. I'm going to call Jamie. That's what I'm going to do. Three 93444. Okay. Holy shit. My God, that's Snatcher.
Bet I surprised you, huh? Don't
Why would you...
worry, this is just a tape. I'm at work right now. If you need to reach me, please call Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs at Sorry to scare you. Bye.
That's suspicious. She really had me for a moment there. Since when did she start pulling at practical jokes like this? Well, you did show her your mask the other day. What? The one I used to get into outer heaven? Even so, that last joke wasn't very funny. No doubt that message is a strategy of hers to deal with your troublesome calling. Just what is that supposed to mean, Metal? There's no need to be embarrassed, Gillian. I'm fully aware that Jamie has snatched your heart. So you're harassing her on the phone, jeez. That's right, Mr. Gear. Alright, so I need to call Kobe for Cinemas Pharmaceuticals. It was 391009. Is that it? I have the memory of a goldfish. Please be right. Because I don't have to call her again.
Good afternoon. Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs. May I help you? Oh, Gillian, what's up?
Gillian, please ask Jamie for her assistance. Yeah. We need to know if she has any ideas about black market hospitals, right? Don't be creepy. Alright, Jamie, you're always so pretty. Oh, Gillian, you've been saying that since they found us in Siberia. Siberia? We do have a shared past after all, don't we? It's a little short, but I think you would remember. Okay, you're looking really good, Jamie. I'm doing alright. Alright, talk. You'd think you would remember if you met in Siberia. Let's talk about our feelings. My feelings for you are still strong. Actually, I think I'm beginning to fall in love with you all over again. And in a way, that has nothing to do with our lost past. Thanks, Gillian. You're probably right. We can't keep looking back over our shoulders forever. You both have amnesia, and I think you met back up again, like, not that long ago. It's pretty quick. Your job. Jamie, I've learned that the Snatchers have taken over a hospital somewhere on the island. I need your help in investigating this. All you have to do is ask, Gillian. I'll do anything to help out. Yeah, well, first we need to talk about that answer machine. Jamie, that message on your answer machine, wasn't that going a bit too far? Come on, dude. It's a joke. Did I scare you? You bet you did. Were you worried? Yes, I was worried. How worried? How worried? Well, really worried, you know? Good. Would you cut the jokes like that? If the Snatchers ever actually got their hands on you, I don't even want to think of it as a joke. Okay, Gillian. Still, that mask was really well done. Well, after you showed me your mask for Outer Heaven... What? Was that made at Plato's Cavern? Yeah, I borrowed it from a guy at work. No wonder, they make really good stuff over there. Okay, Plato's Cavern lore. Alright, so let's ask... Memory. Let's ask about memory. How's your memory doing? Any sign it might be coming back? Somehow, I feel like maybe I've always been doing this job. I seem to remember wearing white. Can't you recall anything, Gillian? Jamie in white. I'm afraid not. Nothing. Dude, she's your wife. You don't remember her, like, in her wedding dress? At all? The Snatchers require a hospital, which is facilities to treat ultraviolet ray exposure. Do you have any ideas about that? Well, having facilities to treat ultraviolet ray exposure is nothing rare, but we keep records here on the hospitals on the island. I'll take a look at those. But don't get your hopes up. If it's a black market place running on its own, you probably won't have anything at all on it. Go ahead and ask her on a date. Wife always says something. Right, exactly. 100%. Thanks for asking me to the arcade the other day. I'm sorry I couldn't go, but I was really happy that you asked. Dude, you asked her to the arcade? I want to see you. I can't see you now, Gillian. We're better off like this. He's thirsty. Alright. Let's see. It's about that hospital. Don't worry. If I figure anything out, I'll give you a call. Now I've got a reason to talk to you again sometime. You silly. You don't have to have a reason to talk to me. You know No, I'm sorry. Alright. Well, tell me where the freaking hospital is. I'll see what I can do on this end. It may take me a while, though. Okay. Yeah. We already did that. I need to show her video memory. Olean. I think I've heard of that. I think it might be a hospital on the island. And with all of the development and administration and pharmaceuticals on the island takes place here. So let me add, where is it? Come on. Alright. It's nice talking to you, Jamie. Bye for now. If I find anything out about the hospital, I'll give you a call. Thanks. I really need your help on this one. Talk to you later, Gillian. Bye. Alright. Now what? Is it just, do I have to wait? Right? Alright. Can I exit? I can't do anything else here then. Investigate. Receptionist. Investigate nearby people. Round room. Maybe something to do. Do I have to trigger the animal or something? Nope. Alright. There's got to be something here. Maybe I have to show them something? Chess piece. What's this? New pet gun? Show. Alright, ask. Nope. Nope. And we already investigated. Okay, we already asked. Smell. Possessions. Look. It's that visual image that was recovered from Little John's memory. Appears to read Olean Hospitals, no bath. What else we got here? Evidence. Possessions. Investigate. Let's look at that chess piece. So wooden chess piece. I believe it's the one which goes next to the king. Oh shit. Alright. Alright, so what the hell am I supposed to do here? Gillian, what good does it do to come this far if you're just going to leave? Dude, there's nothing else I can do here. Use Metal Gear. Okay. Looked everywhere. Anything else I can look at? Look at receptionist. Let me come on. All right. Well, I guess we'll call Jamie back. No, not 8. Damn it. Oops.
Good afternoon. Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs. May I help you? Oh, Gillian, what's up?
Sorry about that. I mean, being on duty and all. Alright, so maybe I have to just, yeah. Are there any other things that I can talk about? Jamie, something I've learned since we split up. Okay. Although my memories of our time together aren't coming back, my feelings of our time together never left. Gillian. Jamie, this is something, okay. Alright. Alright, talk to him about that. About this. I'll see what I can do on this end. Anything else? About your memory therapy, I'm still going. Any progress? No changes yet. Oh. Sometimes when I'm not even trying, I get these really vague images, but when I try to recall anything more, they vanish. I guess we're just going to have to let time do its work. Alright. If I learn anything, okay. Ask out on a date, I guess. Jamie, I'd like to see you. When can we meet? Seeing you would just bring more pain, Gillian. Let's leave it at that. Want to see you. Can't see you now, Gillian. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, dude. Alright. Never mind. Alright. Show possessions. Video memory. What about chess piece? Is that supposed to have some sort of meaning? From what I know of Gibson's personality, it probably does. Cash. Who are the cash? So they actually pay you. That's a relief. That is your expense money, which is metal. You shut up. Yes, sir. Alright. That's really nice. Now you finally have something to identify yourself with. Alright, well then, that's everything I can do there. Did I call Napoleon? 3956444. He's not going to answer. I might be looking up a hint. There's no answer. Apparently no one's home. We are at the hospital here. I I should be able to leave the hospital. Alright, look at I've already looked at the animals, dude. That appears to be one of those super memory parrots. People use these birds frequently now when they study foreign languages or have other sounds they want to record. Could have sworn I already looked at the animals. It's a Magellanic Kobe penguin. They were developed in '33 as a breed which could thrive in tropical and temperate climates. That's one of those humming dogs, you know, the ones that have had their larynxes modified to help eliminate sound pollution. And why did it bark? That's probably why it's at the hospital. Ah, yes, that's one of those pocket pets, popular among women as a combination pet and handbag. Wow, they were created by splicing marsupial genes into common household animals. This is one appears to be one of the cat models. Hey,
Snatchers cannot tolerate dogs. It is improbable that this is their skin cancer treatment center.
no crap, dude. We already figured that out 20 minutes ago.
Barked up the wrong tree here. So, now we're back to square one, huh?
All right.
Don't become too discouraged. We still have many leads. Let's head back to the turbo cycle.
All right.
Olean Hospital.
Unfortunately, this wasn't the place.
You're right, Metal. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Gillian, it's the emergency line from HQ. I'll connect you.
Gillian, I'm glad I got you. I got a call from Katrina. She said she has something she needs to give you.
Something to give me? What in the world?
She seemed really scared. Kept saying that Alice was barking.
When did she call?
About 30 minutes or so ago.
Do-do-do-do.
Gillian, we should hurry.
Yeah, Katrina's in trouble.
All right. Get us to Gibson's house. Now, Metal. Set the automatic traffic control system to give us absolute priority. 10-4. God, I hope she's safe. All right, now heading for Gene Jack Gibson's house. Do-do-do-do. We arrived at Gene Jack Gibson's house. What would you like to do? We've arrived at Gibson's house. We are going to go move to the door. No. You're really going to knock? Katrina! Katrina! There was no answer. How about investigate? Door. It's not locked. Go inside. Alright, I'll open the door. Are you ready? Oh, it's gonna have to load. Okay. Loading. Now loading. I don't know why this specific house always takes forever to load. Load. I'm so spoiled with like SSD load times now, but like back in the day, God, like it would be like 2-minute load times. Okay, yeah, it took you long enough. Open it. Yeah. I don't think I've ever played a 3DO, but I can imagine. Yeah. Because I remember, yeah, Sega CD games had long ass load times, and the original PlayStation and Saturn had long ass load times too. We've entered Gibson's living room. What about Katrina? Where is she? I don't see her. This is rather troubling. We're gonna go to. That's cool. Yeah, I was like the only kid that had like a. I had like probably a Sega CD in the neighborhood, but I had a Sega Master System too. Nobody else had that, at least in my neighborhood. So, all right, I need to go to study. Oh no! Oh no! At the load times of death. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. I think I played my first Monkey Island game on Sega CD. Yeah, yeah. There was this yeah, Night Trap, yeah. There was this Star Wars game, Rebel Assault, that I would play like religiously after school. And I tried to play it here in modern times, and it is trash. It's awful. I don't know how I played that thing every day, but I used to love that game. Okay. Huh? What the? My goodness. What a shambles. Somebody has turned the place upside down. The Snatchers. They must have been looking for something. Room. Room's in shambles. The monitor is broken. The hard leather has been torn to shreds. Everything appears to have been smashed and broken. Based on the condition of this room, it looks like they were looking for something. I wonder what. I don't know, but it could be the same thing we're looking for. Machine's a total loss. It's a good thing we had already read the file on the disk. Maybe they are trying to destroy some kind of data on themselves. We can't read it off the disk anymore, but I have it stored in my memory. Don't worry. All right. And then appears to have been torn by a claw-like instrument of some kind. They were worried about the location of their hospital getting out. Katrina must have discovered something related to that. Yeah, I bet you're right. Let's see here. Send a call. I'm worried about Katrina. Let's see if she's in here. Good idea. Katrina! Katrina! Answer if you can hear me. There's no answer. Something must have happened. If I call again. No answer. I think I go in the backyard. Yeah, that's what I do. Let's take a look at the garden. Alice should be out there. Oh, snap. Huh? Where's Alice? So Alice is missing too. Look, there's a collar on the ground. Appears to have been torn apart. Let's look at the bushes. Let's look at the area. There'll be an area. Shadows, too dark for standard optical sensors. Night vision sensors don't read anything though. Ground. It appears that something was dragged on the ground here. ground. Gonna investigate the area. Nothing unusual. The garden doesn't leave anywhere. It's Alice's own private space. I know that dog is somewhere here. Oh no, the dog is. There's no way Alice could have gotten out without going to the study. Tears unusual. There's no way Alice would have had enough strength to do this. Over here. I feel like something else is out here. Maybe it's just my imagination. Alright. Alice may be in earshot. Why don't you call her? Alice! Alice! Here, girl! There's no sign of her. She rather likes people, so she would no doubt come if she was here. I'll call her Katrina. Katrina! Katrina! Are you in here? It's me, Gillian. No answer. Alright, we're gonna get a study. I know there's around the room. Investigate monitor. Monitors are all still hot. There we go. What's this? I thought this was a window, but there's another shelf here. Why didn't I notice this sooner? Alright. A model of a house is on the shelf. It's a music box, but there's nothing inside it. Let's see here. It's a perfect miniature of Gibson's house. It's made from a cast, but the detail is excellent. I didn't know Gibson had made a model of his house. It appears that something was kept inside it. This model may have some connection with our investigation. True, after all, Gene left that search the house memo. This may be what he was referring to. Still, we have to find Katrina. Well, I need a... Can I not open it? Katrina. No answer. Wait, damn it. No, Alice. Alright, so let's see here. We have run room, monitor, model. Alright, around room again. Lights have been left on. What could have happened to Katrina? It's as if the only things missing from the house are the people. Service charge meter for the information channels shows a very high figure. It's more of a glass block shelf, set in the wall than a window. Trees in the garden are visible. I think he is outside. The house model is the only thing on the shelf, but size fits the shelf perfectly. Alright. I think you put that chess piece in the house. Alright, well... Nothing's in here, so we're gonna go back to the study again. We already did that. No sign of her. Let's see here. She's gotta be outside. Although, would she be at my apartment? I feel like that dog is in the bushes. Okay. It's Alice's magnetic collar. Special devices around their yard prevent the dog from going beyond their property if it is wearing this collar. Alice is a Doberman. That's not exactly the kind of dog that goes down easy. That's true if she was facing a human. Right. There's a registration number printed on the side. It is definitely the one Alice is wearing. Alright. Investigate collar. Alright, I already did that. Ground. Come on. So we did all that. Do I leave the area? You have to leave. Shit. Alright. We're gonna do this. We gotta check outside. We're outside of the house. Not surprisingly, there's nothing of note outside. I think if I go back in, a dog comes in. Okay, did I look at the window? Even from the outside, there does not appear to be anything unusual. Something's odd here. Please use caution. Appears normal. What's this? There are fresh footprints near the front door. Alright, here we go. Investigate footprints. There we go. It's a rather small print. 22.5 centimeters in length. I would estimate it to be a woman's footprint. Might be Katrina's. I believe it is Katrina's. The prints head away from the house. Spacing indicates that she was running. Alright. Well, that means... Katrina, are you in here? Answer. Alright, so I think she is at my apartment, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what I think we're going to do. Well, I think she's... Alright, maybe she's not in my apartment. Already looked everywhere in there. One of those, you have to do this again. And control. Oh my god, what the hell am I supposed to do here? So nothing, no, it's nothing here. There's nothing in the study. It's got to be outside. Alright, well, like, tell me where... Okay, nearby streetlight is broken. Windows securely locked. Alright, now what? I can't call anybody, like, on the phone. What am I supposed to do here? Alright, we're gonna look for him. One sec. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. This is some nonsensical bullshit, but let's see here. I have to investigate the PC like 7 times. It's the last working PC 68 in the world. It was a very rare item. It was the last, okay. Like, that makes no sense at all. That makes no sense at all. Gillian, that sneeze. Maybe Snow 9? Wait a moment. Let me analyze the air in the room. Analysis complete. It's a very slight amount, but there are definitely traces of Snow 9 here. It would appear that Snatchers have definitely been here. What about communications? Can you transmit? Yes. Snow 9 isn't dense enough to block communications. Okay. So what do I do then? Oh, alright. This gives you no answer. What do you mean you can transmit? Like, what do you mean?
Gillian, I read motion. Use extreme caution. The signal is coming from outside the window.
Alright, loading. Loading. Now, when this scene loads, keep in mind that this is like, the Sega CD is basically an add-on for the Sega Genesis. So, like, you got people playing Super Mario Brothers, you got people playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and here I am in my young, impressionable, adolescent years playing this super fucking violent game, Snatcher. If it will load, come on. This whole Gibson's house area is, like, that's messed up, dude.
The dog is dead. Body temperature suggests it was killed about 10 minutes ago. No doubt the work of Snatchers.
Scum! No reason to kill the poor animal. Katrina! Where's Katrina?
We can leave the cleanup here to the junk crews. We should look for Katrina.
Judging from the mess they made here, it looks like they were looking for something or quite upset that they couldn't find it.
Perhaps that means that Katrina is still safe.
That's true. If they had her, it back to the turbo site.
Alright, we go to Gillian's apartment. You have to look for Katrina first. We can visit your apartment later. Alright. Junker HQ. Alright, now heading for Junker HQ. I remember the pacing of this act being significantly more fast-paced than the first act. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
We've arrived at headquarters. What would you like to do? Yeah, this is a pretty good story. Yeah, this is like... It's crazy how, like, you know, how pretty intricate it was for that back then. Hi, Gillian. How was your day? You've been able to contact Katrina yet? Let's ask about Katrina. Judging from the condition of the apartment, I'd say they were looking for something. Buddy. Gillian, please, you've got to help Katrina. Alright, let's go to engineering. Search for Katrina. Katrina isn't here, is she? No, shit, she's not there. Don't be stupid. If she was here, we all wouldn't be so worried. Yeah, would we? Where is she? Katrina will be all right. She may look a little fragile, but remember, she's Jean's daughter. She's quite tough. Katrina knows the emergency number for the agency. If something happens, you can bet she'll call. Hey, bud. Alright, let's see here. I know you'll find Katrina. We owe it to Jean to make sure that Katrina is safe. We're depending on you, Gillian. What else do you know about Katrina? Doesn't get out too often. She probably doesn't have too many friends. We owe it to Jean to make sure she's safe. Alright. Let's go to the chief's place. Chief's office. What? Katrina is missing. Hurry up, Seed. You must find Katrina. Katrina probably has some clue to the hospital that Gibson found. If she calls, we'll put her through to you right away. She may not be able to contact anyone right now. Alright. Is Katrina here? Come on, Seed, get serious. Of course she's not here. Alright. Alright, well, if she's not here... Actually, do you know anything about her whereabouts? I wonder where she is. She doesn't have any friends, you know. There's been no word from her since earlier today. Alright, we're gonna get back to the turbo cycle. Where are we gonna go? Oh, it's gonna load. Jeez. Okay. Well, I can. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know where to go. There's another good cyberpunky game that came out on Sega CD. It came out on PC too. It's called Rise of the Dragon. It's super cheesy. That was a good one. Here. I never played there was that Jurassic Park. Oh, really? Yeah, I had that too. Yeah, I played it. That was one of my favorite Sega CD games too. Never played the Jurassic Park game. Let's see here. Played all the looter games. Those were good. What else did I play on Sega CD? Yeah. It had those weird, had like weird like actions, like side-scrolling action parts in it. We've arrived at Alton Plaza. What would you like to do? And I think if you didn't finish it in a certain amount of time, like the game ended, or there was like a hard lock that you couldn't finish the game or something. Oh, this takes forever to load too. Another, it was a Sega CD, but it was PlayStation 1. There was this adventure game called Discworld that I really liked. It had atrocious load times, but I haven't played that in years. I remember liking that. I remember being really obtuse and hard, but it was cool. You had all those, oh, really? What's it like? Sega CDI. That's where the shitty Zelda games were. Wand of whatever. Let's look for Katrina. There were so many freaking systems back in the day. There was like the CDI, 3DO, you had the Atari Jaguar, what was it, the TurboGrafx. Cool. I'll have to check it out, yeah. It sounds vaguely familiar. I can maybe like picture it. Like it sounds vaguely like if I saw it, I probably may recognize it, at least from like advertising back in the day, like magazine ads and stuff. Let's look for Katrina. Okay, I'll have to look into that. There's this one adventure game. Oh god, it has Christopher Walken in it, I think, that I've always wanted to play. It looks ridiculous. Alright, so search for Katrina. Alright, let's try that area next. Nope, I don't see her anywhere. We're going to do this multiple times. We'll try it 3. Let's split up and look for her. I'll take over here. Okay, I'll head in this direction. Did you spot her? No, I'm afraid not. Alright, let's try the Nightlife District Metal. We've got to find her. Don't worry, Gillian. She won't get past my sensors. This is no good. I don't see her anywhere. She does not appear to be here. Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of FMV games. But yeah, there's like some weird... You'd be surprised what like 90s and 80s like character actors ended up in those like 90s CD like adventure games. Yeah. Mark Hamill. Let's see here. Downtown. Remember, Bruce Willis was in like some random PlayStation game. They like modeled his face and like mapped it onto like this character. I think it was called like was it like Apocalypse or something? I've always wanted to play some of those Tex Murphy games too. This looks silly. All right, let's see here. What are we looking for? We're gonna look. Christmas Moon. We gotta find. A lot of clothes here. Katrina would love. Katrina isn't here, is she? Numerous couples and families are milling about, enjoying the holiday mood. She wouldn't be at. I think now I go back to my apartment. Maybe. Hey, bud. Alright, so make sure she's not here. Alright. Well, we're gonna go, because I know she's at my apartment. I know she's at my apartment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Keeling's apartment. Walk-in. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah. So, Ripper. It's called Ripper. 1996 interactive movie point-and-click adventure game set in Cyberpunk 2040, New York City, where a serial killer mimics Jack the Ripper. And it's starring Christopher Walken. Yeah, Toonstruck 2, yeah, totally. This is your apartment building. Well, shit, if Ripper is Cyberpunk, I don't know why I'm not playing Ripper. I don't think it's available on modern platforms, so.
That's weird. I know I shut him off before I left.
Be careful. A snatcher may be in your apartment.
Searching the place, maybe? I don't have any evidence up there.
I think, Tim Curry. Tim Curry was in those. He was in like in those Command and Conquer games too. Yeah, it's crazy. I think there was a point in time in like that late '90s, pre-2000s, where people thought that like everything was going to be multimedia. I need to look at my apartment. Gillian's room. Okay, lights are on in my apartment. Definitely your building. Alright. I would like to go... Door. Yeah, alright. Metal. Check the status of the door of my apartment from here. Alright, now accessing the building's security systems. Gillian, it's open. What? I know I locked that before I left. I'll open the door. Are you ready? Open it. Sounds to be coming from the bathroom. Alright. Let's check this room first. Whoever broke in here may have set some kind of trap for you. I don't see anybody in the room, and there are no places where a person could hide. That's odd. The position of the chair and some of my stuff is different. There's some faint depressions in the carpet that would indicate footprints. Nothing seems to have been stolen. So at least it appears that I haven't been robbed. These shoe impressions are very sharp and deep. Most of the weight of the person was focused on one point. Hot pink carpet is a choice, I'll say. Something sharp. A snatcher. That possibility exists. What's that smell? A snatcher? I'm not sure, but I've smelled that before somewhere. This is the bathroom. Right. It's really hot and humid in here. There's something in the shower. I read movement. There's movement in this room. My thermosensor shows a region of concentrated heat. I would say that hot water is being used. Alright, let's see here. Look at shower. Electronic blinds of the glass door prevent identification of whatever is in the stall. I read movement from within the stall. Okay, let me look at the shower booth. The in-use sign is lit on the window. Investigate. Come on, around room. Temperature and humidity in this room are climbing rapidly. There's no one in the room. The shower stall is the only place that someone could be hiding. Should we go after it? That would be a very dangerous move if it's Snatcher. Opening the stall is a simple matter. What are you going to do, Gillian? Yes, open it, dude. Open it.
I'll open the blinds by altering the electrical polarity. Are you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Now opening the blinds.
Whoa!
You perverts! Get out of here!
I hope you learned your lesson, Gillian. You definitely had that coming to you.
Oh yeah? Well, I didn't exactly see you close your eyes either.
That is
Dude,
because
it's like
my
a
optical sensors are
perv this whole game.
retractable shutters.
Oh, shut up. You know exactly what I mean.
Here comes Katrina.
The music.
I can't believe you did that, Gillian.
You see, I was...
Face up to look like a man.
Right.
You shut up. I'm just glad that you're safe, Katrina.
I was so frightened. I just looked up your address and I let myself in. I'm sorry. Did I surprise you?
Surprise me? You bet you surprised me.
I'm sorry.
That's all. By the way...
No, I did not. I did not remember it being this
I'm the daughter of a
detailed.
giant. I can pick locks in my sleep.
I see. And you avoided the sensors as well. You may have a promising career
Dude, she's your dead, like, colleague's, like, daughter, for fuck's sake. No, can we just skip this scene altogether, please? Maybe you should get some clothes on. Yes, please. Right. I just took a shower, so I'm a little hot. I like to stay like this. Jesus Christ. Like, no wonder, like, I really enjoyed this game when I was, like, 15. It's about Alice. What's wrong with Alice? You see, Alice is Gillian. Are you gonna tell her dog's dead in this moment? What's wrong? Forget it. I'll tell you later. You're weird. Yes, he's very weird. I don't want to look. Best to eat bath towel. I'm going to need... No, dude, come on. Don't you ever quit. I know what you have in mind. Again, it's your, like, dead colleague's daughter. And you're like, alright, ask. About that phone call, would you tell me what that was all about? That's right. When I was straightening up the living room, I found this inside that model of our house. Oh, yeah. There was a model of Gibson's house on the shelf, wasn't there? It's a list of hospitals. It appears to be a list of illicit medical facilities. Right? Let me question you in your bathrobe. It appears to be... Alright. It's a list of the lists the names of the hospital, its directors named, its addresses, and area of specialty. Well then, the Snatcher's place, one that Gibson found, must be on this list. So that's what search the house note that Gibson left meant. It was just a little too clever this time. Will this list be of any help? This list has over 3,000 places listed on it. We could never hit them all. We need some other information to narrow it down. What about the image from Little John's memory? That should be the key. If you type it in the name of the hospital, I'll scan the list for you. Alright. Do you know anything about this list of hospitals? I've never seen it before, but if my dad kept it in the house model, it must have been really important. Alright, what else am I supposed to do? Okay. About that phone call, would you tell me what that was all about? I think somebody was following me. I'm sure they were after my dad's list, but I couldn't get in touch with you. Sorry about that. I should have given you Metal Gear's number. Alright, now what about this? Alright. How old are you? I turned 18 this year. No, it's so bad. Oh, really? Jeez, I can't believe how quick... No! No! Even so, I'm pretty old for a model. Oh, great. So what does that make Jamie? Yeah, you're old. Your wife's old as shit. No. Alright. Katrina, can I loan you some of my clothes? Please, yes. I may take you up on that in a few minutes. No, you're just... Oh my god, dude, just can we move this story along, please? Alice is a fine dog. Isn't she? She's my only family now. Oh, geez, I can't tell her the dog's dead. No shit. Okay. I don't want to investigate her fucking bath towel. Look for clue. What names does Elaine ring to mind? That sign is definitely for that hospital, right? The visual image of Elaine is almost certainly correct. Alright, look for clue. So Oline, it's a starting point right. Maybe we're reading it wrong. Depends on how you interpret Oline. Alright, Gillian, let's see if we can find the Snatcher's Hospital on this list. What about that hospital that was in Little John's memory? Why don't you give a name similar to the one on that sign? Give me a name along the lines of the one on the sign. Sign said Oline, didn't it? And put the name of the hospital that you would want to search for. Alright, so Oline. How can I rearrange Oline? How about... think hard about the name on the picture. Queen? Yeah, Queen. Queen, right? Okay, now searching. It seems very close, but something is missing. Hang in there. Something's missing. Oline, O and L. Would that, would it be King? King, Pawn, Knight, King. It's not a list. I'll bring up that Little John's memory. Think carefully. Hospital Oline. What is the chess piece for if it's not Queen? It's not Jolene, I know that. Hospital Queen, Hospital... What could it be? Let's see here. It'd be Ovine. Doesn't even make sense. Oh, what is the clue? What is the clue? Maybe additional letters appear after the N. Queen, yeah, Oline something, maybe Oline's or Olina. Olene Queen? Is it Olene Queen? He said Queen was very close. Come to think of it, that great meal sign in Alta Plaza was burned out, making a different reading, wasn't it? It's gotta be Queen something. Hold on. What is it trying to tell me? It's clear that there's letters, there are, part of that sign is burned out. Queens. Oops. Let's try this. Yes, Queens. Try that. Queens. Queens, right? All right, now searching. Yes. Hack the planet. It's here, Queens Hospital. Great, you found it. So the neon tube was burned out, eh? And there were more letters to the word than shown in the picture. So Queens looked like Olene. What's the chess piece was trying to tell us? That's what the chess piece was trying to tell us. I remember as a kid, because this was before the internet, I remember that puzzle because I got stuck on it for like 2 weeks. And I thought it was a translation thing because so it was like, it took me forever, and I finally figured it out. I was like, so that one's ingrained in my memory. I knew it had something to do with the chess piece.
What's the address of that hospital?
CX District, PHC 77. The director is Chinese. Name, Jin Shu O.
Jin Shu O. He's probably a snatcher too. So we finally found their nest.
That's like, dude, you're like profiling people based on names. It's not cool.
Please be careful.
Don't worry, Katrina. You're safe now. They won't be coming after you.
Just to be on the safe side, we will have Kobe police take you into protective custody.
Gillian, I'm sorry about the way I reacted in the shower. Maybe if your timing had been a little better, we might have...
No, she's 18 and she's your partner's, or not partner's,
I'm just so confused. I don't want to lose anybody else.
All right, let's go, Metal. We have to pay a visit to Queens Hospital.
that whole section hits different when you're an adult compared to when you're a teenager. Wow. Okay. All right. That was uncomfortable. All right. Queens Hospital. All right. Let's go to Queens Hospital. All right. Now heading for Queens Hospital. Let's see what time. All right. We've arrived at Queens Hospital. What would you like to do? Right? As a kid, yeah, it's like a kid. You're like, we didn't have the internet. We had like the J.C. Penney catalog and stupid video games. Alright. This is Queen's Hospital. That sign, that's the one that was in Little John's memory. No mistake. Alright. Building dates from the 20th century. There's no sign that they are in business. The sign looks like it says Olean, even quite close. There's a rather wide road passing by the hospital. A number of cars are parked illegally on it. Building, it's a round pillar-shaped building of the kind that were popular at the end of the last century. The only entrance appears to be at the front of the building. Alright, let's go to the entrance. For that, I have to investigate the door lock system being employed in order to be able to open it. Alright. Door. Door is locked, but even I can open a mechanism this simple. Don't set up any burglar alarms or anything. Alright. Old style electronic lock door. Alright, let's go to the door then. I'll enter Queen's Hospital security program and disable the lock. Hello, loading. This game fucking hates doors, man. Any doors, it takes him like 20 minutes to open. Is Ripper available on... Lock disabled. Alright, I'll open the door. We're inside the hospital. Right? Awfully dark. There's a reception booth in the center of the lobby and 3 doors along the wall behind it. Appears that it's been left like this for some time. Well, if they're not in business at the moment, what's the neon sign for? If it appears abandoned, homeless and other people may move into the building. I'm gonna save, because I believe I think there's a fight coming up. All right. Yes. All right. Let's see here. Let's look here. Floor. There's dust everywhere. There's nobody in the booth. The monitor switched off. Door 1. Door's closed. Door 2. Door's also closed, which I can see clearly. Door's also closed. Do not appear to be automatic doors. There must be some kind of control somewhere. Solid layer of dust has been collected. It hasn't been operated for several months. What's this? There's some kind of switches here. Switches. Gillian, look at this. It says door control 1, 2, 3. These switches must be for these doors over there. Apparently they are operated from here. Use switches. Alright. Door 1's open. 2. Alright, we're gonna go to door number 1. What's behind door number 1? Brand new operating table. Not reading any traces of Snow 9. There have been no maintenance of this. There's been no maintenance of this equipment for some time. It would take some work before it could be used. The monitors are shut off. Alright, come on. Monitors. Covered with dust. Alright, look around. Now looking about the room. Don't believe anything is hiding in the room. So I moved my neck 2 inches to the right. Alright. We're in room 2. Number of specialized devices and machines are located throughout the room. Genital manipulators. Okay. I missed that part when I was a kid. Various lasers, microsurgery implements. The place seems well equipped. I think they meant to say genetic manipulators, not genital manipulators. That might be a translation thing. There are jars for preserving items and formaldehyde, and a number of other containers and chemicals. There are various types of biotech equipment. They were apparently carrying out some rather involved project. There are various types of biotech. Okay, yeah. All of these are well used to be extremely high quality monitors. There's nothing pleasant in any of the containers. Escape room. Equipment and supplies for experiments that have been left right where they were when they were being used. It's got cobwebs on it. There's no sign that this room has been used at all. There's no sign that any of the containers or chemicals have been touched. They are all covered with an even layer of dust. Alright. A number of pieces of equipment, but none of them are set up for operation. This equipment would need extensive maintenance before it could be used. For some reason, a large number of the containers are empty. Alright. Is it indoor 3? It's totally dark in here. Can't see a thing, because there's snatchers in here. I remember this part. I have a light installed just for situations like this. Please use if necessary. Alright, turn your light on. Yes, sir. Coming on. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember this part. The light is on now. I turn control of it over to you, Gillian. You operate the light with the direction key. Press the B button together with the direction key to move the light. Otherwise, the direction key navigates through commands as usual. Make sure that objects you wish to examine are centered in the light's beam. There's nothing here. Alright, hold on. Place the object you want in the center of the light's beam. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, there we go. Alright, that's interesting. It's a vase. There are no flowers in it. It's a completely ordinary vase. Moscow! It's a picture of some kind of temple. It looks somewhat Islamic. I think I've seen that thing somewhere before. Damn, I just can't remember. Dude, that is 100% Moscow. It's a very old photograph, judging from the condition of the inks and paper. I would suspect that it's at least 50 years old. What's a picture like this doing on the wall here? Metal. What is this a photo of? One moment, please. I'll scan my data files. I have a positive ID. It's the Cathedral of St. Basil. It's a famous cathedral that was a Moscow landmark before the catastrophe. St. Basil's Cathedral. Have I heard of that? I can't seem to remember. Come to think of it, there was a map of Moscow on the wall in Freddie Nielsen's apartment, wasn't there? Moscow, eh? What connection do the Snatchers have with Moscow? I've stored this photo in my memory. Alright. It's a whiteboard with a copy of prevention device installed. Copy printers. Okay. That looks suspicious. No. Yeah. There are rails on the floor. They run under this desk. Perhaps this desk is designed to slide. Pushing it doesn't do any good and won't budge. There's a box of matches on the desk. Oh my, these matches are from Outer Heaven. Outer Heaven seems to be quite a popular spot with our Snatcher friends. I would suspect that they go there to select their victims. I will store these matches as evidence. It's a monitor designed for use with a computer. Alright. What do we got here? A desk of some sort. Anything else? What is that? Alright, a drawer.
There seems to be a scrap of paper caught between these two drawers. The others are empty. It appears that someone tried to straighten up in a hurry.
Let me see that paper.
Here it is.
What? What is this? It looks like Chinese or something. Metal translated.
Okay, let's see. Patient record, first examination. I'm not familiar with the next 5 characters. It's the first time I've ever seen any of them.
I
Okay.
thought you were supposed to be really good at Chinese.
My strongest areas are in chop suey, eggplant, and wontons.
Rare Chinese characters. Or maybe some kind of code? Anyway, this is definitely part of someone's chart. If we can figure out these characters, we may be able to uncover another Snatcher.
What do you suppose happened to the other records?
Looks like someone cleaned them out of here. Maybe they knew we were coming.
Somehow I get the feeling that the Snatchers know what we're up to. I'll store the fragment of the file.
Alright. Is that it? We're gonna go ahead and save. Alright. Can we go? Wait, wasn't there a vase? Wait. Hold on. Can I not use it? Not picking up any movement. What filth? There's no operational hospital in the world with floors this dirty. The only footprints are those that we left. So we're the only ones who have been in and out of here. A. Okay, switches weren't used for a long time. This is door control 2. Da 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 da. Alright. Switches, reception tag. Should I use the switches again? What happens if I exit? I feel like I'm supposed to go back to Junker HQ. Well, hold on. Because I have that scrap of evidence. I believe I can give that to... I know what happens at the end of this act. Welcome back. How's the investigation going? Kobe is a surprising town. Everybody's going about their lives so frantically. I know what you mean. Some people call the city a dump, but it seems so much more alive to me than other places. Alright, we're going to go to engineering. How you doing? No. Show. What's this? Chinese? I was never any good at Chinese. Why don't you ask somebody Chinese? If it's Chinese, then perhaps you should ask Napoleon. There we go. Matches. Hey, matches. Haven't seen any of these in quite a while. You smoke, don't you, Harry? People are always complaining when you try to light up these days. It's always such a pleasure before. Alright, we're going to talk to Napoleon. Three 956 444. Alright.
The number you have reached is not in service at this time. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording. JT&T Neo Kobe.
It's funny. I'm sure I got the phone number right. Perhaps the Snatchers have killed Napoleon too. Huh? What's this symbol? It looks vaguely familiar because it's from Outer Heaven. Where in the world has Napoleon gone? A Wolfman. Ha! Now I understand. Gillian, I know where Napoleon is. Have you figured it out? Let's hurry up and head there. Alright. Alright, we're going to go to Outer Heaven. time it is. I'm going to place a little bit more here, and I'll probably call it for the evening, but I need to see if I can figure out. This is Outer Heaven. You really remind me of somebody I know. I bet that's you, right, Napoleon? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anybody named Napoleon. I know it's you, Napoleon. Now, cut this stupid act. I'm afraid you've got the wrong man, sir. Hey, are you who I think you are? Hey, what are you doing? Lay off. Come on, Napoleon. What's the problem? Stop this nonsense. I'm just the doorman. All the places around here are fully booked with Christmas and New Year's parties. Are you crazy or something? Interrogate. Everything will be fine. I guarantee your safety. Don't worry. Now take that mask off. What a bother. Do you have any proof that this Napoleon and I are the same person? Napoleon, that's you, right? You're going to have to show me some proof, sir. Proof? You want proof? Smell. Vocal pattern. Yeah, you have the same voice. That's it. Is that the best reason you've got? That's it. Metal analyzes voice print against that of Napoleon. I'm sorry, Gillian. I haven't stored any of Napoleon's voice data. I won't let it happen again. That's really too bad. Alright, body type. That's it. You and he are the same height. That's no proof. I know, the two of you talk the same way. That's really problematic. So what? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, that's that wormy, untrustworthy attitude of yours. It's just like him. That's no proof. I've got it. You smell just like him. Huh? Gillian? What did Napoleon smell like? You shut up. Is that the best reason you've got? Ah, achoo! Excuse me. There you go. Circumstantial. No, I've got it. It's that sneeze. I remember you sneeze just like him. He has hay fever. Alright, you win. I've just had enough fun for you now. I've had enough fun for now. I just wanted to play with you for a bit. Nice work, Gillian. You're a first-rate junker. Go on in.
Have a seat, Gillian. We're safer in a crowded place like this.
Jeez, you really had me fooled. 2 roles in 1.
Gesundheit.
Well, you gotta understand. Being an informer isn't exactly the safest job on the planet. That's why it's important to be a master of disguise, like me.
Yeah, but I feel pretty stupid. I mean, all that time I was asking you about where Jean was. I didn't realize I was asking someone who actually worked there.
Hey, I was just as surprised as you were. But I didn't know that Gibson had been here. You see, I wasn't working that day.
Anyhow, it's not masquerade night today. Why don't you take that mask off, Napoleon? It's a little unnerving sitting here talking to a wolf.
All right. I suppose there's no harm there. Boy, you really work up a sweat in these full-face masks.
Oh, boy. Maybe you should have left that on.
What? Still, you did a nice job of figuring out who I was.
Come on, Napoleon. That stupid phone recording with the wolf man? JT&T would never do anything that tasteless. Besides, what really tipped me off was that constant sneezing of yours.
Sneezes, eh? Well, listen, you want me to tell you why I'm called Napoleon?
Because winter gets the best of you. Napoleon Bonaparte sent his enormous army into Russia in 1812, but suffered a major defeat because of the snow.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Snatcher with the French history lessons.
It's my
questions to ask you.
Fire away.
Alright. Let's look around first. Looking at you like this, you look pretty normal, don't you? Normal? Just what that's supposed to mean. Mind your own business. Area, it's not masquerade time at the moment, but don't be staring at the customers, okay? Makes them nervous. This is not plywood. In fact, it appears to be a very high quality stock. Investigate area. Don't worry, there are no suspicious looking types here at the moment. Alright, I'm going to ask him. You're Chinese, right? That's right, purebred, I might add. I came to Neo Kobe just after I turned 20. My only memories of the place are from after they lost the war. It wasn't a pretty picture. I'll tell you, the catastrophe really changed my life. Everything about it. That was a crazy time. Alright. I need to show... Would you take a good look at this for me? What does it mean? You're Chinese, right? Well, I'm not surprised that you had trouble with this. What's that mean? These are Chinese characters for chemical elements. Hardly in standard use. If I wasn't a science major, I probably wouldn't know them myself. It's a simple code using the characters. Alright, let's ask. What's this about Chinese chemical element characters? What do you mean? The character on the far left is beryllium. Beryllium. Next one and the very last one are nitrogen. The third one stands for sulfur. The fourth one is oxygen. Beryllium, nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen. I've got it. Gillian, let's go over the names of these elements, shall we? Infer. Whose name is on this file? Please input your guess. Well, fuck, I don't know. Gillian, you haven't input anything at all. So, B N S O. BNSO. Gibson. Oh, Barry. NSO. Barry. The order they're written. BNSON. I mean... No. It's the chief's name, I think, right? Oh, what's his name? BNSON. Oh my gosh. Possessions. What is it? It's, ooh. Yeah, these are our matches. How's that for nostalgic approach? A, we're only giving them out to our regulars. So that means that somebody from Queen's Hospital comes here. Oh god, what's his name? What's the character's names? Hold on. Snatcher character names. Alright, yeah. Okay, I got it. I know it's the effing chief. I know it's him. Yes.
So that's it.
I just forgot his name.
Beryllium is Be, nitrogen is N, sulfur is S, and oxygen is O. And another N makes Benson. The name Benson was
Stretch.
encoded on this file.
Benson. I sure hope it is not referring to the chief, Benson Cunningham.
Or to our friendly engineer, Mr. Harry Benson.
Boom.
That couldn't be. No way.
But the possibility, though remote, does exist.
Mel, I want you to cut off all your data transmissions to headquarters now.
Understood. Now disabling automatic transmission routines. Done. No further data transmissions to headquarters will be executed.
My God. A Snatcher in Junker headquarters? We've got to get there quick. Let's go, Metal.
See you later, Junker. Today's little information tidbit is on me. Now take care, Gillian. Don't get yourself taken out by some snatcher. I think I'll lay low for a while. And after all, you are my main source of income.
You be careful too, Napoleon. You get killed and you won't be able to sneeze anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
See you, Napoleon. Metal, let's go.
Alright, let's go confront the chief and then I call it a night here. Mika, the chief, and Harry, the chief and Harry are out right now, I think. Oh, really? I've broken the code that was on the patient record. It was the patient's name. In other words, I've uncovered a possible snatcher. What? Who? Oh my god, it's not someone I know, is it? I don't know their full name, but the name Benson was written on the file. In other words, Benson Cunningham, the chief. Or our friendly engineer, Harry Benson. I wonder if that's the hospital Gene found. Harry's out right now. He seemed to be going after the chief when he left. Said he had to check on something. Chief is out right now. I don't know when he'll be back. Chief has been really busy lately. He'll be attending the Kyoto Summit next month, and he's had a lot of meetings and stuff related to that. He's been a little restless lately. He seemed to be investigating something. Alright, Let's ask Mika's opinion. Mika, what do you think? I don't want to distrust anybody. Kyoto Summit. The Kyoto Summit, what's that? It's the annual summit of the leaders of the world's advanced countries. It will be taking place in Old Kyoto this year. Alright, we're going to go to... We're going to go to Chief's room. This is the Chief's office. He's not in at the moment. So either the Chief or Harry is a snatcher. Let's look for evidence. We have to proceed with the investigation with the utmost care at this point. Let's start with the search with this room here. It's the picture. I'm not really sure, but it appears to be just a picture of a flower vase. This has always bothered me. Don't you think this picture seems a little out of place with the atmosphere of this room? Yeah, that had always bugged me too. This has always bothered me. Don't you think this picture... Yes. Okay. Is there a switch? Monitor switch off. It's unusual. It's first time I've ever seen it's been shut off. Chief's chair. It's really rare for the Chief to be out. Isn't he busy with preparations for the summit, as Mika said? Something's funny here. Most of the monitors are quite cold. Picture. Alright. Investigate, look, possessions. Can I go here? Let's go to the engineering room. Alright, let's look at this room. Investigate. Poster. It's in very bad shape, but the corner's been reinforced. Harry's really taking good care of it. Poster. Famous pop star from the previous century. It's Madonna. Photo. It's a picture from Harry's childhood. If we could see the entire photo, we could determine who Harry's parents are. It's in very bad shape. Alright. Look. Desktop. There's something on the desk. There's a box of matches and a memo. Alright. It's a box of matches that Outer Heaven gives away. What? Outer Heaven matches? Harry had Outer Heaven matches. It says face to face. Face to face. It's in Harry's handwriting. I wonder if it's some kind of message. This face-to-face thing has got to be the key. We have to search in areas that this brings to mind. It probably means either search for face-to-face or watch out for face-to-face or something like that. Hang on to this memo for me. All right, I'll store the memo in evidence. All right, we're going to go back to the Chief's room. Picture. Possessions. Face to face. This is definitely Harry's handwriting. What could it mean? It's the picture. Wait a minute. Do you notice anything odd about this picture? Look, doesn't it look like a face to you? A face? I don't get it. Look, it looks like a face. This has always bothered me. Don't you think this picture... Alright, well, is there any way I can... Share... Monitor... Picture, it's the picture. could it mean? No. Picture. Look, it looks like a face. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's got to be the picture. All right, well. Detective's room. All right. I think I'm going to call it a break for the night. Been playing for a while. Thanks for joining me. I will be back tomorrow afternoon. I'll be on around 4 p.m. for the Backlog Blitz. Thank you for joining me. And hope you have a good evening. Bye.